Hi, I'm Robert Begley with day 307 of my video challenge. All the world's a stage and we are merely players. That line is from Shakespeare, but today I'm going to talk about Rush, greatest concert I ever saw. Permanent Waves Tour 1980. I'm sitting first row at the Palladium in New York City, small theater. Rush were not that big yet at the time. And because I was first row, I actually leaned on the stage and had a perfect view. I was right near the guitar player, Alex Lifeson. I could see the bass player, singer Geddy Lee over here, and bird's eye view of the drummer, my biggest hero, Neil Peart. And there was a little pit between, if you sat in the seats, there was about 5 feet gap between where you're sitting and if you're on the stage, leaning on the stage. Which I never knew that it was actually prohibited leaning on the stage for fear of running up. It was decades later that my good friend Marty Petosa was a few rows back and he could see me. I had this massive blob of hair back then. And he said security kept coming every 20 minutes to tell me to move. But the guitar player, Alex Lifeson, said, no, let him stay. The kid's having fun. The kid's a big Rush fan. That understatement. So every song they do, I know at the first note, and I'm using the front of the stage as a drum, as my own drum kit. So in All the World's a Stage, there's this picture of Neil playing the drums, and he's looking through. This was exactly the angle that I had while I was looking at him. Here's Geddy and Alex with the famous cream-colored rug that they would have. But these guys, these are the roadies, and after the show was this guy here. Never knew his name, never learned his name. But I'm ecstatic about how phenomenal the show was. And I have a friend, not Marty, but another friend who's in the second row. And I turn my back and I'm telling him, wow, what an incredible show. Somebody taps me on the shoulder and I look up and it's that roadie I just showed you. And he hands me 2 of Neil's drumsticks. And I go, wow. Wow. And he had a few more in his hands and he threw them into the crowd. And guess what? I was there the following night. I waited till the show was over. I had cheaper seats, but I watched where he was going to throw them and I picked up a third stick. This is why this was the greatest night of my life at a concert. Rush, 1980, unforgettable. Then I read decades later that Neil would look for fans in the audience and that he would tell his drum roadie, like if they had a funny shirt or something that stood out, he'd tell his drum roadie, give them sticks. So thank you, Neil. It's a little bit late for that, but thank you, roadies. Thank you, Marty. Boy, everybody I'm naming is no longer with us. But thank you, Rush. We'll see you tomorrow, day 308 of the video challenge.